That baby didn't like drinking milk in a simple way at all, so the nanny asked him to choose a nice cloth. Surprisingly, the little baby spoke up and said he wanted that specific cloth, and just then, another maid arrived and started saying that some people lack any unique powers. Yet, they still try to put on a show. At that moment, the little baby got hungry. But when the other nanny tried to feed him, he wouldn't drink it at all. Then, the nanny understood the baby's language and immediately realized he wasn't hungry, but that the nanny was bothering him. Because of that, his attention had drifted away from drinking milk. But then the other nanny thought he didn't like the bottle's nipple. However, that nanny had heard the baby say he was very sleepy and couldn't even open his eyes because of the bright sunlight. So she immediately told everyone not to keep the baby in such bright sunlight and closed the curtains. A few seconds later, the baby fell into a deep sleep and didn't cry for the rest of the day because that nanny always knew beforehand why the baby was crying, and she would immediately fix his problem, and she would immediately Seeing this, everyone was amazed because it seemed as if she could read every thought in the baby's mind. After seeing all this, the owner immediately ordered that the nanny's job was now permanent. She would be given the highest salary, and all her reasonable demands would be met. Then he proudly said that if anyone now claimed it was difficult to handle his nephew, he would show them this video, because in just a few minutes she had made this naughty baby perfectly calm. Boom. A little while later, the baby looked at the nanny and tried to bite her. The nanny smiled after hearing the baby's language as his teeth were coming in and he needed more nourishment. Then she gave him a little water. But just then another little child arrived and insisted that this nanny belonged only to him, which made everyone laugh. Then a woman present there told the child to be a good boy because the nanny had to take care of other children as well. Then the nanny jokingly said that it seems she had a connection with all these children in a past life as her back started hurting from looking after them all day. But others started saying the children are so adorable that even their little mischiefs feel charming. After that, other mothers present there said in surprise that it takes 3 people at home just to manage their kids. Even then they turned the whole house upside down. But this child has become completely calm now. Just then a man asked in astonishment if this was really his son, because he couldn't stay without crying for even 3 minutes. But now he wasn't crying at all. Seeing all this, everyone started insisting on taking that nanny to their own homes. Some started offering double the salary, others triple. Some said they would pay whatever price was asked. Even one woman jokingly said that she would take her just to look after her own child. But then the head of the family arrived and stated clearly that the nanny is only their family's childcare specialist and she won't work anywhere else. Then he proudly said that he was the one who found her first. Therefore, he has the first right over her. The others kept trying to call her even on the weekends, but she flatly refused. Meanwhile, suddenly all the small children met at yesterday's party arrived there with their mothers because that nanny had promised to meet them, but she hadn't come to them in the morning, which was why all the children were crying incessantly, and their mothers couldn't calm them down despite trying incessantly, and their mothers couldn't calm them down despite trying their best.